So we're a minute late. Hey, great to be with you today. This is Coach Manny on this live Inner Circle event that we're broadcasting out to all of you today, just so you can get a real feel for what the Inner Circle is like and why you gotta be part of this team. Because today's talk is about leadership, people, products, process. The 3 P's to your success. That's how we're going to start the year off. And I know that you're rocking with us. And so just so you understand, the Inner Circle, we do this every week. We do a broadcast like this on the Inner Circle where we're teaching you. But more than that, we also do a Q&A session every week. And guess what? You know what the cost on that thing is? It's going to be $29 a month. That's it. Plus, you get access to the entire library of stuff we have out there. And there's already a huge amount of stuff out there. So I'm excited. Let's get into the teaching today because these are 3 keys to the success of your business. And the whole process in Inner Circle is simply this: teach you, connect you, and put you in with the right people and the right process and the right products. So think about that. Let's get rocking on this, because how have you prepared for the new year? That's the first question on the table. How have you prepared for the new year? Do you have the right people in place to make things that you want to happen? Do you have the players that will meet or exceed the expectations that you have out there? Do you have the right products for those people to use? In other words, have you put the right tools in the hands of the people that work for you in order for you to get the maximum out of the people, process, and products? Do you have the right process? And a process is nothing more than a system. Do you have the right process for the people to follow? Process that will make it happen the way that you want it to, that will produce the results that you're looking for. These are the 3 keys. And if you can put these together, there's no limit to what your business, your firm, your nonprofit, whatever you're into can do. And you know, a lot of this is even applicable to your own stuff outside of work. As leaders, we continually bombarded day in and day out with hundreds of new people, products, and processes, right? Every day. I don't know. I quit counting how many emails I got every day, because the number's just so huge. It's a good thing I have some automation tools to get rid of some of that stuff. Otherwise, I'd be crazy trying to keep up. Everybody out there, including me, has something that can help you be more successful. There's no doubt about it. And how do you sort that out? That sometimes becomes a lot of work. But the 3 things that I want you to focus on as we move into the new year are getting the right people, the right process, and the right products in place so that you can achieve the results you want. You know, we spend a lot of time at the end of every year saying, next year, next year, next year. And you know, for so many people, next year never comes. But for you, next year is coming. Next year is here. And next year can be the best year you've ever had. So let's dig a little deeper into these 3 today. And that's why we're here. Remember, this is a live Inner Circle broadcast. This is what you get every week when you're part of that Inner Circle. You know what? For the cost of going out to an inexpensive dinner a month, we can put these tools into you and change your life, your business, and your bank account. All right, so let's talk about that first thing, people. Getting the right people on the bus, right? There was a book written many, many years ago. I love the book called Good to Great. And Good to Great's process was a business is like a bus, and you have the people on there. And if you don't have the right people on the bus, you're never going to get the results that you're looking for. And we've talked about this in some previous broadcasts. Yet, we still settle many times for people, just people who get the job done, but never excel. I love Steve Jobs' books and book. And you know what? You can think, some people think was way eccentric, and he was, and a little, way over the top. But the point was, look at Apple, the finest products out there. I just bought a new Apple phone. I'm going to install it this afternoon, and I just love their products. But Apple had a strong push about the people they hired. And Steve in his books goes into detail about hiring A-level people, because Apple was made up of all these A-level people, superstars. That's what he hired. And in the book, he talks about the reason you have to have the right people and the high-level people is very simple. Because when you start putting B-level people into leadership positions, what happens? B-level people have a tendency to fear, and thus they will never hire people who are better than them, and they will then start hiring C-level people, and the next thing you know, you got the wrong people, you got weak people, you got weak processes in your company, and you're headed down the wrong road. And I think some of you can go into your companies and see that today. You need people development, mentorship, training, and motivation. All these things are things you need to do with these teams to make sure they are even better than what they are today. But that's a whole nother story. Let's get the right people on the bus, and then let's make sure that we develop them, mentor them, train them, and motivate them. Sometimes comes down to the fact that you got to replace people. That's just the way it is. And when that happens, you can't hesitate. I see so much hesitation out there in the process that people know this isn't the right person. They know that they need to replace this person. This person is just not working. And yet, as small businesses, we're families. We love each other, and it's very hard. And even as a bigger company, as a department, you build those relationships. But if that person isn't performing to your expectations, and you've given them all the process, then it's probably time to move forward. Point here is, I want you to look at your team as an outsider to your firm would. Look at it from the outside. And we tell people this all the time in our training is, take a look at your company as if you didn't work there, but you have all the knowledge of the processes. And then ask yourself, is this the right person for the job? The person who's doing what I want? If not, then you got to build a solution to handle that. Now, I'm not recommending you go out there and fire everybody. Coach Manny here is here to help develop people. Remember that. But sometimes that's what happens. I mean, I've worked with people and we've cleaned the house out. It's just the way it happens. But make the right changes before you get frustrated. And now as you move into the new year, it's a great time to straighten things up. You need leaders and A-level people that can develop, that you can develop, that can create extraordinary results in your company. Remember, it's not what I think, though. And it's not what anybody else thinks about your company out there. It's what you think and what you want. So stop hesitating when it comes to people. Make the move you need today and get rolling into the new year. Remember, this is a live inner circle broadcast today. I'm happy to be here with you and share this with you, and I want you part of that inner circle. So please go out to coachmanny.com, sign up, get in. You know what? I'm going to throw out a special bonus for the first 25 people who sign up for the process and sign up. The first 25 of you out there that get in, we got a special bonus for you. And I guarantee you will be excited when you get it. So get in. Number 2, let's keep rolling. Get the right products and services into the hands of your players. Get the right tools into the players. You know that the right tools make the difference. The right services make the difference. And I'm talking from cleaning the office to doing the books, from a CRM to an accounting system to an SEO process to a sales process, from the phone to computers to other tools. If people have slow response on their computer, I don't know how many times I walk in and people are frustrated. And when I used to be in the technology realm, people got so frustrated because they had a slow computer. And people don't realize that when you waste 6 to 8 seconds in response for every time you hit the key, it demotivates. It costs you. Spend the money. Replace the hardware. If people need other software to be more effective, to meet the needs, then go out and help them so they can do a better job. Do not let the tools and your hesitation. I know sometimes some of these tools are expensive, but you know what? Most of the stuff is really cheap today. Get them the tools they need and get them the right tools. And for those of us who are really, like tool people, the right tool makes a difference. Stop thinking about it. Stop wasting time. If they need a tool, it's a roadblock. Knock it down, go through it, go around it, but stop letting it hesitate. No one cares if you did it this way or if you dealt. How many times do we as people who've been around for a while say, well, I've always done it this way. Who cares? We need to move forward and we need to get the process done. So listen to your people, get what they need, and watch in amazement as you put the right people with the right tools into place. And then you go to the final piece, which is to put the right process to follow and execute. You're watching Coach Manny's Inner Circle live broadcast. This is what the Inner Circle is about. Learn more and sign up today. And remember what I said, verse 25, we got something special for you. All right, so let's go to this third process. The third thing is, if you don't have a process with expectations defined, people will wander around aimlessly. How many of us have gone into a job and there's nothing there as far as what you're supposed to do and you have to develop it? And sometimes that's why you were hired. I understand that. But that's not why you're hiring people. You have special expectations for them. Then set up the process, from job descriptions to process to procedures. Why do large firms have such written procedures and processes? Very simple. Why do franchises have such detailed how-to manuals? I mean, you go out there and buy a franchise, baby, it tells you everything you need to do. Now, if you're at, McDonald's, they make the burger the same at every McDonald's in this country. Why? Because it puts everyone on the same page and things happen as you expect. When things happen as you expect, then it's really easy to determine what to do to raise that expectation even higher and increase your process even more. When people hire salespeople, they need to give them more than just a dollar goal. to say, hey, I'm hiring you and you need to bring this much money in, go do it. They need to define more than that. They need the expectations and the measurements all along that path. This is how we sell. This is what we expect on each piece of the path and the process. And this is the process. And this is what you're expected to do. When you do that, you are amazed. Hey, it's time for you to look at your organization and say, how am I dealing with people, products, and process? And if you're not in the inner circle yet, please go to coachmanny.com and click on the inner circle, sign up. It's $29 a month. It is all you pay to see this type of training every week. And the second piece that we got coming in is a Q&A session. Now, we're not doing that live here, but we're going to probably next week do a live Q&A so you can see that if you hesitate. If not, if you're in already, great. And if you're one of the first 25 in, remember, we got a special gift right there for you today. So start 2020 getting the people, the products, and the process right. And if you need some help, you know how to find me. Email me, call me, schedule a meeting, whatever works for you. This is Coach Manny, and I'm here to help you. And the reason we put the inner circle together is very simple. For $29 a month, you get amazing training. And that amazing training can move you, your career, your business, your life to the next level. $29 a month can connect you with some amazing people. So if you're ready to move yourself, your business, and your life to the next level, get out there and do it. This is the coach saying, as always, it's my pleasure to be here. We hope to connect with you direct soon. We're glad you're here with us today. Take care, and remember, coachmanny.com for all your business growth needs.